Bring in some angel energy. Alright, guys. Hello. I have 22 minutes on the clock. Let's just do this shit. Hi. It's me, the Virgo Star, baby. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump back on here and go with the flow of things. I'm gonna try something new. I'm just gonna, be my fabulous intuitive self. Not that that's new. But, I'm going to just, start probably once a week not even trying, but doing like a reading, different reading every week. I'm just gonna get in the flow of my, magic, my energy, my intuition, my gifts, my, everything that I am. I even wrote down a little bit. I hold big love energy. I'm a healer, a safe space for all, ready to transform with you all. My shadow work, I've definitely dived in, dealt with that. Still always learning, growing, and going with it. So if you have any shadow work that you want to tap into, I'm here for you, bitches. And, connect with your fullest, highest, greatest self, I'll be a friend to you for sure. And I love me, so you're gonna love me. Yeah, I just think that's that. And at the end of the reading, I'm gonna give you a Virgo Star story. Ooh, just so you get something a little about me, because I have a lot of fun stories, it seems. Woo, this little gay life of mine. I tell you, people, I don't even know. It's been a life. A life and a half. Alright. Angel, spirit guides, ancestors of mine, I welcome you in with all the greatest clarity, love, light, and magic. You are always welcome to give the blessings and miracle messages from the universe, from the divine, from Holy Source and Spirit, the Creator. And of course, for your greatest high selves, whatever you need. We welcome you in and release all negative energies, attachments, all karmic ties, all cords, all that no longer serves us, and we release it and let it go and give it back to Mother God to be recycled in love, light, and magic. Feel that energy buzzing down through you, all around you, and being brought down through your chakras, cleansing it fully, spiritually, wholly, and giving it back to the universe to be recycled. Because we do not give out negative energy or return it to sender. We are not those bitches anymore. We simply ask that it be taken from us in respect, in love, in guidance, in transforming that energy into something positive and beautiful. We do not hold on to it. We release it. We forgive it. And we let it go in grace. Ashe, ashe, amen. Snap, snap, snaps for grace. Break up your energy. We welcome in your divine love and light and source energy. Grace, high soul self loves it. 4:20 on the clock, motherfuckers. Alright. Sorry if my teeth aren't perfectly white. They never have been. I'm drinking coffee. For some reason, I'm getting the symbol of the moon. Okay? Moon energy. Moon energy for sure. She's been fun, She's been fun. Anyway, there's my attempt at the moon. Ooh, gorgeous. Anyway. What, baby boy? I know. he loves magic, you guys. That's Jupiter 11. I just had a reading on, and it literally was like card 11, planet Jupiter. So, you're magic. I love you. Anyway, okay. What reading are we going to do today? I think we should just pick a reading that has to do... Well, first off, I always say that my energy is your energy. Whatever space I'm in right now, Spirit, just please let the messages be pure, truthful, give us some clarity and some guidance and some uplifting. Spirit, we love you. I trust in my guides and my angels very much. Even when it feels like you don't know what the fuck is fucking. Right? Okay. We're just gonna bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups, so good start so far. That means, you know, some type of, I'm gonna pull it, some type of celebrations coming. You're gonna be with, like, your soul people, your soul family, your tribe, your real family. It is Christmas season, so, I mean, just bringing the joyous occasion. If 3's a number for you, Charmed, best friend group, siblings, you know, then there you have it. Starting off with the 3 of Cups, I greatly appreciate and accept it. Family, friendship, abundance, celebration. Nothing wrong with that. It just doesn't feel, I gotta say, it doesn't feel like that's really gonna come true. You know, there's just been a lot of weird energy, and you're like, oh, sure, I'm gonna have a lot to celebrate. Like, I can afford that right now. Am I right? So, yeah. Anyway, Spirit, we would love some messages for this reading. Whoever clicks on it, whoever is meant to find it, whatever, and whoever, wherever, whyever, all the whatevers that you could give us. We greatly appreciate it. We're grateful and thankful, and we love ya. What, baby? No. He's... I don't know, he's calling me in. I'm trying to listen. I picked up some books that says, your spirit guides are the advice, you are the answer. Hallelujah to that. Your shadow self, speak with it, befriend it, teammates. Just saying, my shadow self seems to come out the best when I smoke some weed. But I'm not gonna smoke weed right now, maybe in a different reading. But, yeah. Baby boy, I do not know what you want. Well, there's this great shadow book that I love. It's called Mindful Shadow Work by Alethea Luna. Check it out. I might even do some, spreads or something from this. Let's see. My experience with shadow work. Okay. Oh, and there's something right here. I'm going to read this for you guys. When we push feelings away, all feelings are only looking for a home in you. Unfinished, stuck feelings, energies that have been resisted, pushed away, denied, banished, do not actually disappear. They live on in the darkness of the unconscious, homeless and hungry for love, pulling the strings in our relationships, our bodies, our work in the world, getting in the way of our joy. Until one day we remember. All feelings are sacred and have a right to exist in us, even the messy and most inconvenient and painful ones. And we remember to turn towards our feelings instead of running away, to soften into them, to make room for them instead of numbing them out or ignoring them. The hungry ghosts These lost children, now fed with our love, our warm attention, our curiosity and presence, now given a holding environment within us, can finally come to rest. They no longer need to pull the strings in our lives. They now have the warmth and empathy they always longed for. Jeff Foster. All right. Spirit guides of mine. Well, 10 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles at the bottom as well. Should I pull those? I think so. We're going to go with that. However, I'm just going to do a cross. I'm just going with my intuition. So, what... Oh, 2 of Pentacles as well. What more messages do we have for the collective to look forward to within this read? All right. Any other cards? Seven cards so far. 7 is my birth number. So maybe... Okay, so first off, 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and then the 7, funny enough, on the 7th card, I got 7 of Swords in reverse. So, I'm seeing a celebration coming. You're gonna... 3's 69, a Pisces, I want to say. Your answer is yes. In friendship, in maybe an opportunity of growth within yourself, maybe work, probably not, probably something more enjoyable, like something you love. You're not lacking it. You could be hospitable with it. You're just gonna have happy, great times, you guys. Then you're gonna go into your 9 of Cups, which is cha-ching-ching, fulfilling those emotional needs. You're very happy and just ready to take on what's next. You're excited, you're healthy, and you're just doing really well all around. It's just pure happiness. And then your 9 of Pentacles, another 9, that's 399. If that's a special number for anybody, it's all 3s. 21 is a 3, yep. I'm not the quickest at math, so I was pretty impressed with myself. You know, you're just going to be in abundance with your wealth. You're just finally in a comfortable, accomplished, prosperous place. Another yes. The symbol for Scorpio, I want to say. And, or no, symbol for Virgo. Virgo is Pentacles, duh. We're earth elements. Hello. And an earth symbol, yeah. Beautiful. Extra income is on its way. And then you'll be in your 2 of Pentacles where you're just going to start balancing and juggling your, you know, your wealth and your happiness, I want to say. There's some ships in the back. You know, you might need to... There might be good news on the way. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Ships in the background. Go with the flow. Balance your energy. Just be happy and uplifted and just keep going. And then, you know, you're going to come into your 4 of Wands, which is just peace and harmony, creativity, freedom. It looks like 2 guys actually celebrating a romantic, lovey-joy time. Love it, love it. Gotta love those Greeks, you know, the Romans, and are they 2 different things? Probably, whatever. They're all half naked and right. Anyway, yeah, you're just gonna be bringing your wealth, your happiness, your secure stability, your home, your productivity. You're just gonna be creative. Everything's just looking beautiful. I really beautifully. I'm just grateful for this reading, whoever it's meant for. I love it. And then you're coming into your 6 of Cups, which is truly like giving back. You know, you're finally at a beautiful, stable, happy place in life. A Scorpio, fire symbol. No, water. Right, Scorpio and water, Another yes. Yes, 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 yes. How fucking crazy. All your cards are yeses. 3, 9, 9, 2, 4, 6. 2's at the bottom, 3's at the top. Not sure what that means. 32 is a 5. If your birth number is 5, look it up. I'm not sure. And then the only card that's no is in reverse, and that's your 7 of Wands. An apology could be coming, great advice, constructive criticism, something pays off for you, the return of stolen items. It could be your heart. It could be your self-worth. It could just be a part of you that someone destroyed and tried to, I'm getting that feeling of when you're in a beautiful relationship, you give it all, and then it turns out horrible, and the person made you feel crazy or unworthy, or they're cheating on you, or all this horrible stuff, like a lot of, manipulation and all that shit. And you think, like, you don't realize that you, like, lost a piece of you. You lost a trusting piece of you. You lost someone that can open your heart. You lost someone that isn't afraid to be sociable again. Like, you're taking your power back. And it's not even you doing it exactly. It's the universe trying to show you that you are worthy. Like, girl, I don't even know how many times I've had people try to jump back into my life. Like, people that I'm like, I will never talk to you again. I'm a Virgo, okay? Fool me once, shame on y'all, and never fool me again. Not exactly true. Like, we definitely attract in the most interesting types. A lot of mirror aspects, we really I always say my shadow sees other shadows, so take that as you will. I always say too that I feel like I can see people's souls, whether it be the perfect hair color on you, whether it be, I'm gay, so whatever, but we're authentic, we see you. We just want you to be your happiest, most honest version. We want you to just be happy and find that peace and joy, whether it be with, like, a same-sex partner, a regular partner, just loving yourself, having the right hair, showing you how to do an eyelash or two, or do your own nails, or just anything, being creative, being, like, getting your health back on track. If the brain is right, the body will follow, so get the mental health going and let it just all come, That's what I was going with this card. The universe is going to just welcome in the energy that you need right now, that's going to boost you back, hopefully, into your soul of who you are. And remember that when these apologies and shit come in, you do not need to talk to them at all. It's just like a confirmation of, hey, all these people miss you. You were fucking amazing. You weren't the crazy one. There's your confirmation. Let it resonate in your soul. Awaken again. You know better for next time. Peace be with you, demon. You're not allowed here anymore. Bye-bye. I even picked it up upside down, so that's just double confirmation. And I also pulled out this book, Pathway of the Psychic, or The Psychic Pathway, by Sonia Choquette, I want to say. I'm realizing I'm also a psychic. So let's bring in that energy, everybody. Let's go with the flow. Let's see your souls. And let's see where this YouTube channel can go, where this magic can flow, and what blessings is all around us. Because you gotta love your dark and your light, and you gotta just keep the balance and believe in the universe, even when the towers are happening. Better shit's on its way, and I really have to pee, so I'll be right back. All right. Well, I think that honestly was the reading. I don't think I need to really pull anything else. Bottom of the deck is Temperance and the Empress, Hierophant, Eight of Coins, meaning you're just going to be working on yourself, your projects, your creative side. The more you focus on what you feel makes you the happiest, that's source coming through you. You're creating something that the world needs. You don't think that it's very useful, and it's just something silly and dumb that you love to do, but just fucking do it, because you never know what's going to come. And after that, the King of Swords. Letting go of the Five of Swords, letting go of like old ties, old people. You don't fit there anymore. They do not fit with you. You are leveling up. You are on a different path. You got to meet your Ace of Swords. Determination, beginning of success, perfect timing. Knight of Cups coming in after you go through your like intuitive process with the moon magic. And there you have it. And the Lovers, you're going to get past any emotional ties, there's the 3 in there. That's just like old energy, old love that you're understand. So for example, there was a person that I truly fucking thought was like everything. Like, I've never had a soul connection like this before, and it's still taken me like 7 years to get over this person. I feel like the fucking Notebook. I feel like, why, and it's taken me these past 2 years of trying to understand that no, everything that I saw or felt with this person, whether we were a deep, soulful, true love connection at one point in some lifetimes, I'm sure, it's not my fault it's no one's fault, but it's not my fault that they didn't choose me in the end, or that we didn't end up together. I forgive myself for all the mistakes and whatever that has happened between us. I let go in love. I hope that they're happy, all that stuff. However, I was the reason that it was so amazing. I was the reason that it felt so right, so beautiful. I was the one that had all the love. I was mirroring myself, right? I was feeling the love within me, true, unconditional, soulful fucking love with this person. And what I miss is how I felt with them, how I was, my energy, you know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Like, stop saying they're giving your power away, telling others, or feeling like, oh, because they reject me, because no, bitch. Rejection is just redirection. It's protection. It's aligning you. You gotta always, I always say that my boyfriends get hotter and sexier and more grounded and stable and more financially independent and more of a father figure and more of like a family man, more of a perfect fucking romantic, passionate, deep, loving individual with actual emotions, and doesn't want to just like grinder you up in 20 seconds. Like, what happened to romance, People are, like, lost all that connection. I blame the apps a little bit, but, Anyway, here's me just trying to give you the tea with some real deal love and light. And everything's going to work out. It truly is. Just be patient. Right after you come into your letting go of all that heartbreak that you don't need to hold on to, because you are the fucking light. You are the love, okay? You are the heart. You're gonna pull in the Lovers, bitch. Your true love, because you were finally right. And even when the bullshit ones try to come in, just don't fall for it, Or if you do, pick yourself back up. Peace out. The more that you learn to say no, or to not invite it in, or to just say fuck you, the more you're just opening yourself up for the better and more proper energies to come through to you. Even if you're on certain apps and stuff, ask your cards, ask ChatGPT, whatever you need about, are apps a good thing right now for relationships, 8-Ball? Most likely. Okay, well, 8-Ball says, but what about Grindr? Ask again. I already did this morning. I asked about Grindr, asked about Tinder, asked about OkCupid. The only one that it said it was okay was Tinder. So I'm just sticking with that for now, you know? It's like, whatever, you're putting yourself in a dirty pool kind of idea, and not shading everyone, but have you seen the shit out there? It's fucked up. I feel so scared for, like, all the young kids, especially young queer kids, that, like, all they see online or on, like, these apps is, like, everyone being a pig, slut, bottom, leather daddy, 45-year-olds trying to get with 17-year-olds. Like, it's fucked up. And that's not how you guide someone and help someone along their gay path and way, and pour them, if they never meet someone actually worthy or like in their age bracket, to just have a real romantic boyfriend relationship or girlfriend or whatever in high school and stuff. Like, you're totally robbing that of them. They're gonna have sex so quick, and I don't fucking know. You furry it out all you want, but I'm telling you, people, there's way more to love and light and soul than inside you, more than you realize. You just gotta believe in it and not let these demony, dark, whatever fucked up energies bring you down into that. Like, don't doubt yourself. If you don't feel it's right, then don't fucking do it. Trust your heart. Go with what you want, and it will come. But again, if you're putting yourself on these things and you're turning yourself into what they want, that's a big red flag. You be who you are, and if they don't like you and they think you're too much, they were never enough, honey. They were never enough. All right. Okay. Spirit. I know you love to hear me ramble. I'm just gonna see if there's a card to pull out. You're not alone. The universe has your back. A message from ancestors. Rise above, move forward towards your greatest being. Feel the fear. Everything will be okay. Trust the universe. Thank you, Spirit, so much. I love you, angels and ancestors. Okay, so now we're going to do a really quick The Virgo Star story. What's the tea, Virgo Star? What is the tea in my life right now? Well, here it is, baby. So, as I've been mentioning, I'm like blah with these apps. I'm blah with like trying to understand my gifts, my direction. I'm trying to... girl, the struggle is real. I make like no money. Every month I've been like struggling. I can barely afford shit. Thankfully the universe always provides, but just barely. Like I've been having to ask my grandmother for money, which is the most, like, thank God I have a great support system for the most part, but my God, I just want to be stable and happy, and I want to just, like, you know, anyway, I'm rambling. So basically, just trying to put myself back out there, I was like, okay, I will see the cards, what they say. Should I go back on these dating apps like Grindr, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, totally do it. You're going to miss an opportunity if you don't, kind of idea. I was like, sure. So I go on there. There's a boy that I talked to months and months and months ago. He moved to like a little shithole town in Valley View, Alberta, trying to escape his past in a sense, or better himself. All over his page, it's all about like he isn't drinking anymore. He's been to rehab. He's sober. He's, you know, trying to better his life. But went to Valley View. And I warned him. I said, don't do it. Come out here to this shithole city. There's not a lot going on. The gays are all in the closet. They act like it's the 1920s. And yeah, a lot of time to focus on yourself. There's no dancing out here. Even though we're like this country town, there's like the shittiest of shittiest. Well, I'm anyway, it's not horrible. It's just, there's nothing. There's no life. Like, I started a drag brunch. It was perfectly amazing, but again, there's just nothing to keep supporting it. Anyway, As you can see, I would love to move. If anyone knows how to travel this fucking world and just make some money so I can go to Italy and write my fucking books, I'd be grateful. So anyway, I saw him on there and started talking to him a little bit. He was saying that he's moving back to BC. And I was like, oh, well, if you want to like friend me on Facebook or wherever, you seem really great. Keep me posted. And he was like, well, I'm homeless right now. Okay. And I have no place to go. And, well, what happened to your friends? Oh, they left me here. Oh. Oh, okay. So I am a big like believer in like second chances. I'm a big person that I will always give you my last $5 if I have it, even if I'm a broke ass bitch. I go with energy. I'm not just gonna invite a random, you know. It's been a long time since I've ever done that. Like, helped someone in that, you know, since my 20s. Like, you kind of just don't want any more bullshit as you get elderly. More wisdom, bitch. But anyway, I asked the cards. I was like, okay, you guys, like, I intuitively was right up like, hey, well, if you could find your way to Grand Prairie, like, I could set you up in the ways that I did. Like, I had to come to this shit town, better myself, not even better myself, but like find myself again, uplift myself, heal from a very abusive, toxic, horrible, soul-searching, mind-opening, awakening, healing, spiritual journey of a relationship. And I did it out here. I got the help I needed. I wasn't afraid to ask for it, even though back in the past I would have been. I went to all this therapy. I got my own apartment. It's cute and pink and very me. Even if I don't love living here, I'm just grateful every day that I have a roof over my head, that I'm doing this on my own, that I'm stable enough, and I do have a part-time job at the moment. Would I love more wealth and health and happiness? For sure. Would I love a better, like, uplifting, supportive community around me? For real, yes. Gays, you know. Anyway. So I asked the cards. The cards were extremely good. They were all like, this is a great opportunity. This is like a beautiful connection. This is going to be someone that you have so many synchronicities with. You're really going to help them. This is this. So, you know, they were at like the welfare or whatever. They got a free bus ride out here. You know, I just got prepared, got ready, got the couch ready. You know, I only had a couch, but I was like, it's better than going to like the homeless place. You know, if you could get on your feet or get some free money, financial help, you know, do it, and we'll figure it out. Went there, picked him up. Still, again, not trying to talk about it all the time, but no money in my bank. I'm still like, I picked him up. I gave him some cash, so he had something, you know, free bus and just carrying some bags. Like, he had nothing, so it's not a big deal, like, whatever. Just gotta see if the universe will help me with my rent this month, you know. Anyway, so let him stay. He seemed really nice. He's a year older than me, so I, you know, not that that matters, but, you know, sometimes you're like, well, if I'm at this stage of life, maybe they will be too. Story of my life. I've dated younger, I've dated older, and I'm not saying we dated or did anything. No. I definitely go by energy, and especially, like, no. He gave vibes of like, okay, like almost like that, I wish we were compatible, you know, it seems like we would be cute together, maybe, but even saying that right now, I'm like, no, like my soul is like, So again, when you think you want that connection, when you think the universe is providing all that stuff, you gotta still use your intuition and really trust your gut. And my gut was like, you guys can be friends. And I'm very gray, but I'm also very much like, we're friends or we're lovers kind of idea. And that's just the way it is. And I'm like, great, friendship, It's been a long time since I've connected with anyone like that, especially out here. And it was so fun. Like, we had a lot in common. We both went through a few traumatic relationships. We both lost people within this last year, so I understand like trauma and stuff of especially losing someone you love. They feel alone, all this stuff. I showed them Wicked. They never saw Wicked, which was crazy. It was great. We gated out not gated out, but we gated out. We talked about shit that I forgot I even love to talk about, that only, gay people or people with your sort of spiritual soul energy, or they just get it like you do, It's been a long time to have a bestie moment. So I was grateful for all that. It was great. They don't drink. They, all this. They have anxiety. I told them I don't believe in anxiety. I think if you believe in it too much, then it's just going to keep on keeping on. And then, I don't know. I'm trying to be holistic healing, and I don't love, like, teach their own. You could block me on this video for it, but honestly, I think that the more as natural as you can get yourself, and as in tune with your soul and yourself you can get with, like, go for it. Like, if some of you need meds and whatever, that's fine. I'm down for it. I know chemical imbalances and stuff, but sometimes I'm like, are we really born though so imbalanced, or did life just imbalance us and we gotta reconnect with our soul pieces that we lost, and that will heal us, And I just think sometimes when you're on especially doctor prescribed meds, you're just so taken off course, or you're so numbed, or that pill, like, why? Like, I don't even like taking Tylenol or Advil or anything. I'd rather weed. Not saying that's like the go-to, but mushrooms and weed, woo. Anyway, so he was here for at least a week. Could have stayed longer, I thought, but yeah, there's a little foreshadowing for you. So it was just interesting because he would be like, well, my dad will help me and send me all this money. He does it all the time. Blah, blah, blah. His dad was like, call me and whatever. And then he tried, and then his dad wouldn't answer the phone. And I was like, okay, well, no rent money there. That's fine. Universe will find a way. And then he used one of those platforms of getting like the government to help him. I think he got like $75. And I'm like, oh, thanks, government. A homeless person, that's all you're going to give them? Whatever. So he was like, I'm going to go get groceries and whatever. I was like, okay. And he had this like weird vibe. I go by energy, had this weird vibe, and like he wanted to be on his own. I was like, well, that's fine. If you want to just go explore the town by yourself, go for it. So he goes off and he's texting me the whole time, and he's super chatty and talking about like groceries and whatever. And I have a weird thing about groceries. Well, I'm like, at least see like what the person needs maybe, and then go out. I don't know. Anyway, he's that type of person. He's like, I'm gonna get this, and then when he comes, he's like, oh, you already have this, right? And I'm like, it's all good, you tried. Anyway, no big deal. But he was super like touchy, rambunctious. I was smoking a little weed. He says it's not good for his anxiety, but then he wants to smoke off my joint, all that kind of vibe, And I'm like, all right, well, I mean, I'm not going to judge him. He's quit liquor, like, a little bit. He said he liked mushrooms, so he's not like, what I mean? So I was like, I guess a puff or two, maybe I'm a good person to be around, obviously. And he was saying that too the whole time. He was like, your energy is so amazing. I just want to be besties. I want to like never lose you as a friend. He's like trying to hug me. I also want to point out that when people constantly talk about their issues and problems and stuff, it's trauma bonding. No quotations, but trauma bonding. If that's how people want to connect with you right away, it's like, he kept saying like, I feel like I can tell you all my darkest, deepest secrets. I'm like, yeah, I get that, I'm a Virgo, but you also need to like calm down and just relax. We are just meeting and it's all good. But he wanted to hug and do all this, and that's fine. It was weird. I felt like I could be open. I thought, again, like, trauma bonding. If they're just going to talk about how they can connect with you through their trauma, then they might just be in that place, and that's where they're going to stay. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't bad. I still kept myself protected. I didn't open up overly too much. I just went, oh, I had a similar thing or whatever. And then I was very upfront. Like, I was like, I truly think that, just so you know, we are not compatible like that. Like, I'm not into you sexually at all, but I love the bestie energy. I think that we could be really great. We have a lot of similarities in common, and, it'd be just awesome to connect and keep our connection going. But yeah, just friends. It's just not vibing with me that way. Maybe I need to open up more, but and that's me doubting myself. That's me trying to let them know, maybe I'll change for you, and you don't need to feel that way. If you don't feel it right away in the first whatever, leave it. Just let it be. If they haven't even done anything to even give you those feelings of like, wow, look how far they've gone in life ever since they got here, and like, ooh, now I'm romanticizing. I don't know. No, just follow your feelings, and those are your angels talking to you. So, and let your shadows speak to you too, because like I said, my shadows see other shadows. So my energy was a little off. Obviously, we're in retrograde and Mercury and all that junk, and the moon cycles, all that stuff. And I do seem to be a person that when my energy is being really affected, I do smoke up. I think I meditate on it, all that stuff. Like, I try to always keep good intentions and keep myself uplifted. But sometimes it's really hard for me to not overthink, and to not, stress out and stuff. So yeah, smoking sometimes just keeps me centered, but not always. You gotta keep yourself balanced. Sorry, my nose. Weird confirmation. I don't know. Anyway, and when he was like trying to smoke my joint and whatever, he's like trying to kiss me, and I'm like, dude, I fucking just told you, like, no, don't fucking kiss me. I even said, like, don't try and kiss me again. And they like wanted to talk all night, and I was telling him about, I've been sober going on 2 years. I'm almost 2 years sober, or not even sober, alcohol free. I don't like the term sober. I think it limits you. I think if, we are all going to go through our ups and downs. I think as long as you're balanced, you're okay. Sometimes you go through a really rough patch. Sometimes you're really low in life, and that alcohol and stuff will totally destroy you and make you feel like, what the fuck? But then if you're back to your true highest grade self and alcohol doesn't truly affect you, like it in a negative way, then fine. But right now I'm on this journey of like no booze, and I just don't like the sober word, because in my opinion it makes people feel like they have to not drink, and if they don't drink, they ruined all their sobriety and they ruined it all. And I'm like, no, if you fuck up or if you drink again, it just means it's up to you if you want to start down that line again and be sober, or if you just want to start drinking again. I don't fucking care. It's your journey. It's your body. You do what you... and you learn from it, right? You're going to keep learning and repeating the same mistakes until you finally change it a little bit, or, all that shit. So I like he's like talking constantly. Oh, I pee so much. He drinks a lot of water. And lo and behold, I'm like in the bathroom, and then I come out, and then he's like, I have to be super honest with you. And he pulls out a bottle of vodka. And I'm like, oh, it makes so much sense now. Like, I grew up in an alcoholic family. I have a mother that acts just like he's acting right now. Just how people get loose lips, loose ships, all that shit. He's asking me if I'm cut or uncut. I'm like, dude, we're barely friends yet, and you're just being fucking weird. So now I get it. He's been drinking. I thought you were sober. I'm a little confused. I don't have an issue with you drinking. I just have an issue with you saying that you're sober and then you're drinking. And then also, now you're revealing it like it's a hidden secret. And the bottle's like this much left in it. And I'm like, so you went out shopping, bought a Mickey of vodka. It wasn't like a giant one. A Mickey of vodka, no excuses. And you just start chugging it in your water, I'm assuming, all day, just because. I think he left at like in the afternoon, and it was like 9 o'clock by now. I don't know. So, red flag, red flag, red flag. I'm not your savior. I'm not your mother. I'm not your mommy. Wrong queen, mama. And I'm not here to like shame you. I'm not here to blame you. I'm not here to be like, oh, what the fuck? I'm not here to scream and yell. I'm not here to do anything like that. I offered you a couch. I offered you a place to stay. I thought you were a good vibration. We seem to be connecting, friendship vibes. And now you're revealing to me I'm all great and you don't want to lie to me. And here's some booze. And then he's like, you need to get rid of it for me. You need to get rid of it. And so I grabbed it and poured it down the drain. Clock's running out. 10 minutes. Poured it down the drain. And then right away I was like, oh shit. I shouldn't have done that. You should have done that. Why are you making me your person that has to do it for you? And I don't want to be blamed for it later when your drunken self is like, you know? And then, so I told him that straight up. He's trying to be handsy with me. He's trying to grab me and all this weird shit. I'm like, stop. You know, it was my Leonora, her birthday. It's her second death birthday. Her 1 year dead. I know I said that bluntly, but still. So I was going through that too. My cousin died last month. You know. But anyway, so then he's sitting on the couch forever on his phone, and then he's like, oh, you're right, I shouldn't be on my phone. I'm like, I didn't say shit. And he's like, trying to give me his phone. Take my phone away from me. Oh, so now you're giving me another thing to be in control of for you. You're older than me, dude. Figure it out. Like, why are you, you know, trauma bonding or someone that just needs them to be fucking taken care of? And they put it all on someone else. It's very strange. So, weird flags, eye-opening. I guess this is who you truly are and who you're choosing to be. Even the whole time he's like, why do I fuck this up? Why do I self-sabotage? Well, I guess you're just not ready to heal. Because if you were ready, you would just find ways. You go to AA meetings, you would figure it out, you would, you know, stay on your path, you would forgive yourself. And then he would constantly be like, well, I'm so sorry I lied to you, la la. And then, like, I swear you not, in 2 seconds flat, he'd be like, oh, actually, I didn't really lie. And then you would come up with, like, all these reasons why it wasn't actually a lie. And I'm like, whatever. I don't want to talk to you right now about it. We can talk tomorrow. Let's just, like, put on a movie. But I think I just eventually went to bed and, like, you stay out, you have a nice night kind of idea. I don't need this. Thankfully, I was never beaten or raped or anything like that. Just saying, he didn't have those vibes. I got to sleep happily or whatever. Not happily, but safely. It's not like he's like serial killer, I don't think. But my cats hated him, which a big flag. But it is what it is. So, not only am I feeling like, oh, I'm fucking broke and don't know about rent and I'm trying to help this person and whatever, even, you know, kindness in my heart is what it is. The card said it was a good idea. Now I'm like, oh, it seems like it's a lesson. You know, I'm like, no. And now how do I get him out of here? You know, that's the feelings. And I want to, like, keep believing in someone and helping them. You know, he's like, I have a job interview on Monday and all this stuff. I'm like, hooray. So, next day comes, I have to go to work, or no, it's Friday, no, Thursday, so this was Wednesday night already, so about Thursday, take him around the city, take him to a food bank, take him to go get, like, proper ID in this province and whatever, so he can get the things he needs, showing him every spot and place and helpful tip I can give him, and then you know, and then, or that might have been Friday. It was a Thursday, we just probably sort of hung out. He tried to cook, tried to do dishes, all that stuff, trying to make up for it. But didn't want to talk about the problem, the issue, nothing. And I didn't say anything because I wasn't ready. I'm a Virgo. Like, I just go by, when I'm ready. So on Friday, after we went out about, we got back, and I was like, also, side note, but his feet are like killing him in pins and needles because he slept outside for one night being homeless, and then his feet like don't work. Maybe there's drugs involved. I have no idea. But I just, it's like, it's just weird shit. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so I sat down with him. I'm like, okay, well, I think we should talk about your drinking. And I just pointed out, like, it just came across like you were hiding it. So it's a lie in a sense. I don't know why you'd want to start a friendship off like that or why you're doing this to yourself, but I'm not responsible for you. I'm here to help you. I gave you a place to sleep so you don't have to go to a homeless shelter. I gave you money, not asking for it back. It's not the way I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. I wanted you to help yourself. And the first chance you get, you kind of like blow it on, well, don't blow it, but you use it on booze. Now you're broke again. All this stuff. I'm not into you sexually. Please don't like try and kiss me. Please don't fucking talk about my dick. Please don't anything like that, like I'm just trying to be a friend here. Don't gays have friends? This is what I mean. These apps are making people like whoop. And again, he's older than me. And then no response. I was like, do you have anything to say? Sorry if I came across too harsh at all, la, la, la. And he's like, nope, I'm good. I'm like, all right. So Friday night, even Thursday, you're saying that he couldn't sleep, la, la, la. I was like, yeah. Friday night, I couldn't sleep all night, and like till like 4 a.m. or whatever it was, I'm not sure. And then I had to go work on Saturday. So, and I also was supposed to go to like a birthday thing, and I even told him like, oh, I can leave my keys. I wasn't trusting it now, but And then when I got up, universal moment, I guess, but he wasn't here. And I was like, oh, I got pretty early. So I was like, well, what the fuck? So I noticed that my keys were still here, thankfully, and so I messaged him after I was getting ready, and I was like, hey, I'm not sure where you went, just wanted to let you know that I'm just wondering what happened, and like, where are you? And I'm going to work soon, so I can't like let you in and stuff. And he's like, oh, I couldn't sleep, so I got up and went for a walk. And I'm like, well, that sounds made up. I even said that to him. I'm just honest. I'm like, but whatever, I'm not gonna be responsible. I'm not gonna care. Like, he's doing his own thing. I can't be responsible. I can't put someone in a position that I feel like they should be in or want them to be in. It's their choice. And then he's like, yeah, and I'm gonna meet up with a girlfriend. He said girlfriend. I remember that very clearly. And I'm like, I even said at the beginning, where'd you go? Grinder hookup? Question mark. And also when he's like, I meet up with a girlfriend, I'm like, I thought you didn't have any friends out here. So he's like, yeah, just let me know when you're home, blah, blah, blah. Because I was like, well, I won't be here to let you in. I'm not off work till 6. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. So he somewhat texts me a little bit during the day, nothing crazy. And it just sort of like died down from there. Like, have a great day, la la. And I was like, yeah, sure, you too. Like, don't know what you're going to do all day for like 8 hours. And you don't know anyone out here and you're homeless and you've been walking around since morning. Grinder hookup, I'm assuming. It's just my intuition. Swear to God, my intuition constantly was like, he's probably hooking up with grinder guys. That's fine, like whatever you want. But I mean, that's not gonna get you anywhere, and that's not stable. And I guess you want a bed to sleep in. I don't fucking know. And I just had like these weird like thoughts, and you gotta trust your intuition because my thoughts were basically right. I get home. I let him know around 7:30 or whatever, hey, I'm home, just checking in. No response, didn't talk to me all night. I'm assuming he had a place to stay. And then he messages me the next day while I'm at work again and letting me know they got me a gift and they couldn't not get it for me, and it was perfect for me. It comes with a free tarot deck, and I said, well, a gifted tarot deck is the best way to receive one, stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm like, you can't afford anything. How can you afford a gift? I would much prefer my rent being paid for, thanks. Not that I'm putting it on you, but, and I didn't say this to him, but those are my thoughts. So that's what happens with that. And then I come home and I start a stew. It was delicious. But I started late at night because I was like, I don't fucking care. I'll eat at 10. I wanted to cook. My ancestors were with me, trying to keep me grounded and stable and just, not overthinking, especially this, energy that I don't need. This is bullshit. So he's, messaging me now just out of the blue, being like, hey, have you seen my wallet? No. And he's quite messy. I cleaned up after him. I didn't want to because I'm that person. I'm like, you don't have to do it, he can do it. But then I was like, fuck this is your house. I cleaned up, whatever. And I guess I did it because I could honestly say, well, I didn't see it while. And he's like, well, it was in my bag and I can't find it now, and maybe it's there. I'm like, I don't know. I don't. So he's like, I'll keep looking. And then my phone was about to die, so I went and put it on charging. I went back to cooking. I was just I had this weird vibey feeling of ignoring my phone. When you get on, you get messages in Facebook and whatever, and you don't want them to know that you've seen them, so you kind of just read what popped up, but you don't go on Messenger and click it because you don't want them to see. Anyway, that's sort of the vibe I was getting. Again, just trusting my intuition. My brain needed a break. I don't know, but everything happens the exact way it's supposed to. So literally, I noticed that he sent 4 photos, and so my brain was like, well, photos isn't a message. I'm not going to respond unless it's a photo of him standing outside, which is what I thought he might be doing, he's outside. But then I was like, no, if you can't fucking just send me a message that you're here, this is dumb. I don't know. That's where my brain was. So I ignored my phone for a bit, and then he finally called me. And one of the messages was like, hey, call me. And I was like, why would you say that when you have my number, Anyway, I didn't respond, but when he called me, I picked up. He's like, hey, I'm outside with your gift, and I have a friend with me. Okay. And he's like, I hope you really love it, and we're going to go out for dinner, and I was hoping you would come with us. And I was like, oh, well, I'm actually making stew. Thank you, ancestors. And so I'm good. I also, so I was like, but I'll come let you in, la la la. I go down, he's holding this giant box. It has Prime on it. It looks a little beaten up. I don't know. And it's giant. And I'm like, again, how did you afford this? Also, was it stolen? Because that's the vibes I got. And he's there with this gay guy. He's dressed okay. He has a very nice coat on and stuff. But I don't know, people. I just think, his soul or, the person was dark. I don't know. Looks nice on the outside, dark energy on the inside. Even his eyes were very dark, and I'm not saying that's a clear sign of anything, but sometimes when people's eyes are very, very, very dark, at least that's what I see. I've even seen people with blue eyes that I think are black. And so if you see that, that's not the person for you. But I was like, whatever, come on up. I don't know what's going on. So he comes up with his friend, very awkwardly trying to get up into hall, coming to my home. My cats hate him right away, both of them. They only came into the entryway, which is good. I explained I have a stew. I'm not interested in going out. I was working. I can smell that he's been drinking his ass off. He has like vodka all over him, kind of idea. And then he's talking about going to Denny's. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I have stew. Beef stew. My damn phone's running out of battery. Alright. Beef stew. And the guy introduces himself. I don't even know. I don't even pay attention. Like, my brain, if I don't pick up your name or whatever, it's not meant to be. But he remembered mine. I almost feel like this guy I talked to on Grindr, and he was like my brain keeps telling me it's that creepy, gross guy that is always begging people to come dump on him. Sorry to be too vague. But anyway, I don't know for sure, but I don't know. He seemed overly interesting, trying to get to know me. And I'm like, no. And then they're like talking and going to Denny's and whatever. I was like, well, you go have fun, you know. And he's saying that he works at this one bar and he loves cats too. And I'm like, sure. And my cat doesn't like you. And I don't know, just odd energy. And then I sort of like, well, go have fun. You know, there's actually karaoke at this place. He's like, you should come with us. And I'm like, no. And then they leave. Pretty sure that's how it went. I was like, you've been drinking? Oh, I was like, you've been drinking? I could tell. He's like, yeah. And he's like, and this is my kind of friend. And he's like, and look. And he lifts up his shirt and stuff and written all over his body, like his belly, his back, everything. It's like cum dump and whore and pig and all this stuff. Which is why I think that the Grindr guy that I'm thinking of, his friend, might be the same guy, because he would write all that stuff all over his body. So I was like, oh, did you find that guy on Grindr? And that's the first person you like jumped with? I don't fucking know. So I was like, oh, you've got gangbanged. I see, and you're really welcoming yourself to the city. You know, no judgment. And yeah, so they left, thank God. Oh, what he got me as a gift, this giant crystal ball, which I loved. I do love anything magic. But again, I was like, how did you even afford this? Did you steal it? Did this creepy new friend of yours give it to you? Did you steal it? It has bad juju. I don't want this. As beautiful as it is, a giant crystal ball, probably $400 fucking dollars. I can sell it and make my rent. But no, I didn't. I instead was freaking out in my head right after they left. I was like, he's drinking still. I'm offering a couch to say now. He's bringing creepy, gross, disgusting people over. He's writing, you know, it is what it is. After he leaves, I check my phone to see those messages he sent me, the photos. It's all of him fucking naked, completely tied up, his asshole, everything, those words. Alright, sorry guys, I had to download everything onto my computer. It took 22 minutes, it's 12:22 on the clock, spiritual alignment, I'm not sure. I'm smoking a little weed now. Watermelon. So if you don't like it, sorry, you can click off, it's all good. Just talking about all that shit, I need a hit. Spirit, shadow self, love you, stay balanced, stay connected, stay in tune. I also like throwing a quick reading. Shout out to Renaissance Tarot, he's adorable. I always find it so interesting when I literally am watching other tarot readers do a reading for me, and I get like a lot of the exact same cards. Like, when I was reading for myself earlier, a lot. But sometimes even these pop up. And I'm like, I think of it as, like, it just must be you being super in touch with the spirit world. Fuck you. My phone is saying only 2 minutes. 1 second. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. My phone is like, you only have 4 minutes to record, so I guess I'll make this as quick as I can. Spirit, be with me. I think I was just talking about, yeah, he left. I checked my phone, all these nude pictures. I told him 1,001 fucking times, like, I wasn't into you like that. Like, what is not clicking? I don't care if it's the booze or whatever. Like, what the fuck? You know, it just, whatever. Not gonna let it affect me. So I responded with, like, please don't send me nudes. I told you I'm not interested. And then I was having like an internal, like, oh my God moment where I'm like, I need to, like, understand how to get out of this situation. I don't even want him coming back. This is fucked up. I don't want to be that person that throws anyone out, but I gotta keep my fucking energy protected. I've done everything I can. I know this has nothing to do with me. Um, like, heal yourself, you know? I can't do it for you. I'm on my own healing journey. So I love going to ChatGPT. I straight up was like, hey, this is a situation. I don't know what to do. I'm really, like, wanting to just put stuff outside, but I also, you know, maybe, I don't know. So, and what I love about ChatGPT is that straight up, your boundaries were crossed, you were disrespected. You can totally put stuff out on the front lawn, send him a message saying that this is this, come pick it up. And then later on, it's like, well, if you don't want to and you think you can handle being in person with him, you could do this. And I love it. I was like, thank you, spirit, angels, ancestors, like, all of it. Like, I packed his shit up right away. I put it all on the front lawn, crystal ball included. Could have used it. So, thank you, spirit of light. Could have used it and whatever, maybe sell it, but honestly, I didn't want that bad juju, and I just wanted it to be gone. I just sent him this, like, message, like, dude, my boundaries were crossed, the couch sleepover has been revoked, I put all your stuff outside, please forget my name, forget my address, forget that I invited you out here. Oh, and what ChatGPT was like, and block them immediately. So I was like, you know, I was like, I don't, you know, come get your things. I do wish you the best in life, la 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 la. Peace. And, you know, blessings to you. Goodbye, demon attitude, whatever. And I blocked him, and then I called my neighbor, and I just wanted to someone else to, like, understand what I just went through, and, like, la la. And we had a good talk, and she's, like, so cute and stuff. I'm gonna go outside and have a cigarette, and we're gonna go check and see if the shit's still there, kind of attitude. And yeah. And so, you know, and then he did come with a van and pick up the stuff, and I also, in the message, like, and your friend, you know, anyway, I don't want that energy either. I salted my fucking house, and I don't have any fucking sage. If someone wants to send me some sage, because I'm broke, yeah, so I just, you know, got that energy out. I actually felt so much better. I don't feel bad or guilty. I did everything I can. I know I did. And then honestly, just talking to ChatGPT more to understand. It's so nice that when ChatGPT is very useful and lovely, like, totally explain, like, why I was in the right and why it's okay, and I'm not attracting bad people. I just have a big energy, and people like to suck on that. And you know, and it's the journey of being, like, a healing psychic, Wiccan, shaman, warrior, princess, Virgo star, love and realness. And the reading, like I said, it's all gonna be okay. I don't know what's next. I don't know where to go. But, you know, ChatGPT also is like, you know, you are very good with your tarot. You are very gifted. You are very connected. So put your shit out there, start charging some money, see if anyone wants to, you know, $5 a reading, everybody. $5 a reading, $7 maybe for a different type, I don't know. I'm just gonna start doing it for you if you love my energy and love what I'm trying to express and do for you all. Here you are. Also, shout out to Britney Spears, love you, bitch. Yeah, I'll read your fucking energy, whatever. And But for now, I'm just going to put one a week, one every Monday, I'm pretty sure. Sounds good. Because right after this, bitches, I'm going to go watch the Girls Next Level podcast. I was going to say some more. Oh, and then, like, I'm trying to, like, unlock my iPad because there's this iPad that I let him borrow. Of course, there's a password and stuff on it, too. Ridiculous. He even said, like, the last people he was living with, they set him up with a phone, and he wouldn't give out his password and stuff to them because, well, he doesn't want them to be able to unlock their own phone, so that's a little bit of evil in there, but whatever. And so his password's on there, and I have to try and crack it and whatever, reset it. Doesn't matter. But there's like all these messages popping up of like other guys being like, oh, those are great cum shot photos. And so, neighborhood bicycle. What's even crazier is that all my readings were like, there's gotta be someone that moves in with you really quickly, And a lot of the time it was like, it could be your perfect match, your perfect soulmate, And then a lot of the time it was like, it's a neighborhood bicycle, beware. Don't, and I'm just like, thank you, spirit, thank you, ancestors, thank you, guides, thank you, intuition, that I never slept with the motherfucker, that none of that happened, that I kept my boundaries, kept my cool, kept my space, kept my calm, kept my peace, kept my kitty cat safe, all that shit. And financially, well, I'll figure it out. It'll all get figured out. Universe loves me, and I hope you guys love me, and I hope this reading wasn't. My phone just is ridiculous, and I have to like keep pausing and like all this shit, and I have to put it all together, and then if it's a very long video, which it will be, either none of you will watch it, or maybe I'll split into some sections, and maybe some of you will watch it. I don't fucking know. I'll read all the comments. I'll, accept any donations. All of it would really go to the beautiful kitties, to be honest. And maybe a Christmas gift or two. But honestly, I wish you guys all the love in the world, all the peace and harmony and balance that you can muster. I wish for a snowy white Christmas, because it's definitely not happening yet. Yeah. Feel a little emotional. I just want peace and love and balance. But I'm gonna trust in the cards, trust in the universe, trust in this message, trust in my shadow self, my greatest highest self. We are besties. Everything will be okay. You did the best that you could. And I just wanted to share my story because I feel like, those who know, and don't give up on yourself ever. Your soul is too bright for that shit. Keep shining, keep believing, keep being who you are. And that's all you can be. Please like and subscribe. No one ever does. Is anyone gonna like and subscribe this video? It is certain. Okay. Love you, spirit. Love you, angels. Love you, ancestors. I am with you guys always. I'll see you next Monday. Peace be with you. God bless. Angels of light, love, and magic. And the Virgo star. And I think that's it. Okay.